Right now, in the middle of the day, solar panels are pumping out more electricity than the grid can use. Nobody's home, nothing is running. Give it a few hours though, and everyone's back. Lights on, stove on, AC on, that sun is already gone. The grid has to cover that gap every single day, without exception. And it's not solving that with a brand new power plant. It's doing it with the exact same sunlight from that afternoon, just held back for a few hours in something sitting behind a fence off the side of the road. That's what we are breaking down today. I'm Tatiana from A1 Solar Store. In this video, what's actually inside a grid-scale battery, why it reacts faster than any power plant on the grid, and why power companies are choosing these over plants that only run a few hours a day. Here is the one rule the grid can never break. Power in has to match power out every moment, second by second. Solar's cheap and it's clean, but it runs on the sun's schedule, not yours. It peaks at midday whether anyone needs it or not. Some days there is so much the grid can't use it all. Solar farms get told to power down. Good electricity wasted. Then the sun sets, everyone's home switching things on. That gap has to get filled every evening, like clockwork. And whatever fills it has to be ready before the sun goes down. Open one of those containers and it's nothing exotic. Rows of lithium-ion cells, same tech as your phone or an electric car, just way more of it. They store power as direct current. The grid runs on alternating current, so something translates between the two. The same job an inverter does on a house with a solar panel, just bigger. And here is what makes it worth it. A gas plant, even warmed up and idling, takes 30 seconds to a minute and a half to start pushing out power. A battery does it in a tenth of a second. Like already having your hand on the tap instead of running to another room to turn one on. To the grid, it looks instant. That's why it gets the call. Here is the other reason this works. Buy power when it's cheap. Sell it or use it when it's expensive. That's the whole business model. Prices drop during the day when solar floods the grid. They spike in the evening when everyone gets home and switches things on. A battery just charges up on the cheap hours. It discharges on the expensive ones. The gap between those two prices, that's the profit. 10 years ago, this math didn't work. Batteries cost too much. Since 2010, prices have dropped more than 90%. Now, in plenty of places, batteries already beat building a new gas plant. And none of this is theoretical. Take California. One evening in 2026, batteries alone put out more than 12 gigawatts of power. That's close to 40% of the whole state's demand. Right at the hardest hour of the day. Worldwide, battery storage has grown more than 12-fold since 2020. But it's not the whole answer. Not yet. Most batteries on the grid today only hold a few hours of power. Enough for one evening peak. It's not enough for days on end, and sometimes the wind doesn't blow and the sun stays hidden for days at a time. Batteries alone can't cover that. Other technologies are working on it. None of them are ready at scale. So batteries aren't a fix for everything. They are a fix for the part that happens every single day. And that part they've basically solved. Here is the thing. Everything you just learned works the exact same way in your own house. Just smaller. A home battery does the same job. It grabs the extra solar your panels make during the day, holds onto it, and hands it back in the evening, exactly when you need it. Same trick, one house instead of one state. If you want to see how to actually build one, we've got a full video on that. Links below. I'm Tatiana. Catch you in the next one.